All right, what's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are all awesome. Thank you for coming out. We are getting the last couple of things ready here. All right. All right, check 1 2 1 2. I got to make sure I'm not too loud. All right, check 1 2 1 2. That looks pretty good right there. All right, hello, 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 hello. How are you guys doing today? All right, so I think the stream is just about ready to rock and roll. All right. So we're going to be sharing, not shelling. We're going to be sharing one of Melon's tunes. I think I slightly changed it though, but Melon came up with a really good tune for a car the other day. The CC850. I'll tell you what's kind of annoying, the game just automatically decided to start the event for the Datsun. And now I've got 2 cars in here that I need to restore, and I'm too lazy to I'm too lazy to do the races for those. I'm too darn lazy. Honestly, I don't like the Legends events. I don't like restoring cars. All right, let's go find the CC850, guys and gals, and we'll show you how we got this thing set up. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Awesome to have you guys here. I see we got Melon, we got Darth, we got Stacks. Oh man, you guys are way too small. Hold on. I gotta make your guys' comments bigger. 1 second. All right, now I should be able to read that. All right, that should be much better. What's up, Real? How you doing today? Robert, good to see ya. We got Stacks in the house. All right, check this out, guys and gals. We are going to share the tune here. So these are the parts I currently have installed. So Melon, thank you. Melon came up with this. All right, so I always like to start with my engine. So we got our engine fit back to stock. So there are no upgrades on the engine. There are no upgrades on the turbo. The turbo is stock. The intake is stock. We have stage 2 on the nitrous. Stage 1 on the body. Stage 3 on the tires, and it looks like stage 4 on the transmission. So that's how we got this thing set up with over 2,500 Evo points. Let's go check out the tune really quick. All right, so nitrous, I got it all the way to the right. Final drive on 2.23. So 2.23 on the final drive and 26 PSI on the tires with a 54 and 46 up top. And that puts us right in about the 10.2 lobby. But I got a feeling we're probably going to be in the 10. It's probably going to be in the 10.4 or 10.6 lobby. I don't know for sure, but I don't think we're going to be in the 10.2, but it's a possibility. Darth, I'm doing good. How about yourself? Hope you're awesome today. William Skyte, hey, good to see ya. All right, so there is our crazy setup. Let's go race this thing and get it going. But this car is actually a beast. You can get this out of collections. It's a really nice car. Lots of Evo points with low upgrades. You can't complain about it. My camera is not on, is it? No, it's not. Now it is. Now we got it. Camera time. It's a camera. Camera time. Don't ask. Don't ask. All right, where's the game at? I seem to have lost it. Live racing, perfect. Let's go. Do it to it, guys and gals. Let's go. Do it to it. All right, let me pin Stax' message there for now. I'll tell you what, though, this car should be a beast. All right, we'll try and race Hand Supra to start off with. I would assume this is going to be a really easy win. We'll find out in a second. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. My launch button did not work. All right, so I got the control glitch, but there's still a small chance that I could probably win this race. Hold on. My computer is having a malfunction. That guy actually ran about a 10.3. All right. That should have reset my controls, I hope. Because they were not working. Uh-oh, JP says turd tacos. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I do need to start the wild card. Thank you, thank you. Ringo, good call, my friend. I totally would have forgot. I'm glad you said something because I am a big, dumb dummy. All right, here we go. Bam. Wild card is started. I'm a big, dumb ding-dong. Big dingus. All right. Back to live racing. Alrighty, Joanne, how you doing today? Hope you are awesome. I hope you guys all had an amazing holiday. All right, let's go ahead and race. What is this? What car is that? Nope, he didn't want to do it. So let's race this guy. He didn't want to do it either. Nobody wants to race my car. I don't want to race that guy. I know he's going to run an excellent time. All right, this guy wants to race me now. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I think we're going to get it this time. My controls are working, and that was a really easy win, unless I slowed down too much. I almost slowed down too soon, so I barely got it, but we got it. Well, yeah, he beat me earlier. He thought he was going to win that one, but nope. Only reason he beat me last time is my controls malfunctioned. It's not that... Oh, hold on, Melon. What do you got there? Melon's got the cool car, guys. Melon's got the cool car. I love that little Ford Escort. That's an amazing car. I didn't hit my nitrous. Let's go really nice and slow. Here we go. There we are. That's definitely one of my favorite cars. I love Cosworth stuff. I love Ford Escorts. I love the old Ford Escorts, not the new ones. Cosworth Escorts were awesome. The new ones, don't love them. Don't love them. Some people like them, but they're not really my style. Not my style, guys and girls. Alright, we'll run a nice slow one here. I don't want no offer. Dara says the RS500 is the best out of them. I don't think we have an RS500 in this game, do we? That would be kind of cool if we did. Actually, I'm surprised they never came out with one of those. Even a Mercury XR4 Ti would be neat. I mean, it's not as good as the RS500, but it's kind of the same thing, sort of. Almost. Melon, yeah, thanks, buddy. That was fun. Good swaps. All right, let's see who wants to go next. Who's next on the list? We're about to find out. Why does this keep happening? All right, hold on. Slow down now. No thanks. All right. This will be an interesting race. 3, 2, 1, go. Who's going to win? Can I do it to it? Let's find out. Okay. A Sapphire Cosworth. I'm not familiar with that. I don't know what that is. Sapphire Cosworth. What in the world is a Sapphire Cosworth? That's an interesting name. What's up, EKT? How you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. MJ Mendez, how are you today? Awesome to see ya. We got Noonie. Hey, good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming out, everybody. You guys and gals are amazing. Iconic, hello, hello. All right, 10 p.m. in the Philippines. It's 9 a.m. here, actually. Glad the videos have helped you out. That is awesome. It's crazy how everybody has different time zones. It'd be nice if we could all be on the same time zones, but unfortunately not so much. It would be super nice, to tell you the truth. Noonie says, for some reason I maxed out my Ram 1500 TRX. I don't know, man. I don't remember much about that car, to tell you the truth. Is that thing any good? I don't remember. My memory stinks. I don't know. I got a weird feeling that it was. Why is your vehicle doing that? Your vehicle is like going nuts. Is it doing that on your screen or is it just mine? That's weird. What's up, Butch? It's an live racer? Gotcha, gotcha. I would say probably like 90% of the cars are just kind of to tell you the truth. Oh, I'm out of gas already? Oh, hold on. Let's fill her on up. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. I hate running out of gas. 3, 2, 1, go. Bam. 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 I think it was your turn to win. Yeah, why are you getting that turbo boost there at the end? William D, what's up, my man? How's your day going? I hope all is well. Noonie says, my parents are going to get me a brand new iPad Air M2. I don't know anything about iPads, but new devices are always nice. So when you get that thing, I definitely hope you enjoy it. Darth got the paid race pass. Awesome. I mean, for $10, you can't beat a race pass. If there's stuff in it that you like, it's a great value for $10. All right, hold on a second. You've got an Air 4, but you're going to move down to an Air, did you say 2? Is the 2 better than the 4? You said an Air M2. Yeah, I don't really know how that works. All right, so Butch. All right, Chris Butchman, I think. Anyways, OnePlus 15 should play the game really well. My OnePlus Nord, which was like $200, plays the game really well. So if you got like a higher end OnePlus, yeah, I would imagine that's awesome. Most nice phones play these games really well. Usually. Cheap phones sometimes struggle. Is OnePlus 15, is that the newest model? I used to have a OnePlus 5 and a OnePlus 7 way back in the day. They were actually pretty nice. Alright, I think we got a weird... Oh no, look at that thing. I'll tell you what, that's a really cool looking car. All right, so you just got it was an upgrade from the 12. Nice. I really do like OnePlus. At least, I don't know about the new stuff, but the older stuff, the OnePlus 5 and the OnePlus 7 were both amazing phones. I think they used to be less expensive back in the day, though. All right, so the 7 compared to the new ones. How did the 7 compare to the new ones? Are the new ones better than the 7? Just curious. The 7 was probably the best phone I ever had, to tell you the truth. I had the 7T. I loved it. One day I dropped it and yeah. It went all bad after I dropped it. I made it worse though. If it was a normal drop, it probably would have been fine. But I dropped it and my hand came down to grab the phone and somehow I didn't get a grip on it. And my fingers just smacked it and shot it into the ground even harder. And yeah, the screen shattered and it was all bad. And I was like, well, this thing's like 3 or 4 years old. I'm like, I don't think I want to spend $300 to replace the screen on an old phone, so. Now, I don't really know how the OnePlus is compared to the Samsungs. There seems to be a lot of people who love those Samsungs. Did it have a screen protector? I'm pretty sure it did. Pretty sure it did. Yeah, so, you know, I had a reflex to try and grab it when it fell, so my hand went down at light speed to try and grab it, and it just smacked it into the ground even harder, so. I don't think it would have broke if I hadn't done that. More than likely, it would have just fell on the ground and been fine if I hadn't tried to grab it, but it is what it is. Noonie, you're welcome, buddy. Alright, Darth, if you had more tokens, you would fully elite the R80, the Toyota 86. It's a cool car. I got mine up to, mine's almost at, I think almost at 4 stars. I'm not sure. It's nice though. I'd have to go look to see where it was at, but I'm not really sure. All right, Chris says I dropped the S12 so many times at work on a cement floor. I drop my phones constantly. Like, I constantly drop phones and I've never had one break. Except for my most favoriteest OnePlus 7T. I still have it. I couldn't throw it. I couldn't bear to throw it in the trash because I loved it so much, but I still have it down in my, I think it's in my basement or something, in a box, or it might be in a drawer somewhere, but I still own it. Sometimes I pull it out of the drawer and I look at it and I get really sad. And I make frowny faces. Then I go, then I put it back away and then I'm even more sad. I don't know why, but I really did like that phone. Noonie, you out of here. Have a great day, buddy. Catch you later. Now, I did share a really good tune for this at the very beginning of the stream, so if you guys want to check that out, you can always rewind it. But yeah, this is one of Melon's crazy live racing setups. Am I outrunning my lobby? Maybe on some runs, but I try not to outrun the lobby time on the majority of the runs. Alright, Chris says the camera on the 15 is really good. I don't think I've ever had a phone with a really good camera on it. I didn't like the camera. Now, I'm a guy who was into professional photography back in the day and used real camera. So comparing a phone camera to a real camera, I've thought so far I thought all the phone cameras have been horrible. I didn't like any of them. Now, when I had a Red Magic 7, I think, that has an okay camera, but still nothing great. I don't remember liking the camera on the OnePlus either. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't my favorite either. Chris falls asleep playing the game at lunch. Yeah, man, Noonie, if you're still here, I hope when you get your new tablet that it works out for you. Serpent Tracks, how you doing today? Hope you are awesome. Alright, so we're going to go back out to the lobby in a second. There's probably more people waiting to live race me, I'm guessing. Oh boy. Alright, you can make this thing go as slow as a turtle if you want to. I don't suggest it, but I guess it does. Alright. Dead end, thank you, buddy. Good swaps, good swaps. Let's see, I don't know if there's more people waiting or not, but... Oh, there's not very many people in here. Either I don't know what happened, but... Did it just change me to a different lobby? I'm not sure. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what just happened. But it was crazy. It was super crazy. This car is dynoed at 10.2, so... It might actually be in the 10.2 lobby. Clay, how you doing today? Yeah, chat does seem a little quiet today. It says we have minus 12 people here, so we're negative 12, so nobody's here. It says everybody hates Danny Lightning. His streams suck and nobody wants to watch you. Alright, hold on. William, the wild card should be running. Yes, I started it. I do believe. Unless it didn't work, but I did start it. Clay said the kids left to go home. Cool, cool. Hopefully they have a safe trip. Alright, Stack said I got moved to a different lobby. I kind of thought so. I thought so. The game loves to push people. That's for sure. How many gears does this car have? A lot. William D says, I got blue. You got blue. Blue. I'm trying to figure out what that means. Did you turn into... Did you eat one of these things at the Willy Wonka factory? Like that girl did? I don't know what's happening. Oh, blue numbers. Gotcha, gotcha. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, 2,000. I mean, bottom line is, if you get a win, it should be easy to tell just by the amount you get. But yeah, it looks like it's going. Once or twice, I did start the card, and it didn't work, though, for some reason. But I think we got it going on. I believe it is doing it right now. So my current phone, the OnePlus Nord, I don't know if I have a screen I think I've got a screen protector on it, but I didn't have a case for it for a while, and I dropped it so many times without a case, it was ridiculous. And it still didn't break, surprisingly. Eventually I got a case for it, but I don't remember why I didn't have a case at first, but I didn't for some reason. I cannot remember what the deal was. But that phone's actually got a glass body, so I was expecting it to shatter. I think it did get a couple of miniature cracks, but never actually broke. Any leads on the next PC car? Yeah, you know what? I forgot to look that up and make a video about it. I probably should have done that on Saturday. I think yesterday. Hold on a second. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, yesterday. I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. I probably should have made that video yesterday, but I kind of messed up, I guess. All right, Thunder says if you look at the next showdown, he thinks it's going to be the Aston Martin Roadster. That does not sound very interesting. Dar said, I watched your video on CSR3. Yeah, I wish I had more time to play that game and get more videos made for it. But I throw one out here and there when I get a chance. But yeah, I woke up yesterday and I was like, I don't really need to make a... I'm like, there's nothing I really need to get a video about today on CSR2. So I was like, how about I do this CSR3 video I've been wanting to do for like a month. What's up, Max? Got Max, the gamer in the house. Thunder, he says, that's what the Elite Tuner Showdown shows. Uh-oh. All right. Max, how's everything going, my man? I hope all is well. All right, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, William D says, surprise! A British-based company would make a British car the focus. What's up, James? How are you doing today? Oh, that's William D saying hi to Max. I thought Max was saying hi to himself. James, thanks, buddy. Thanks for the races, my friend. That was fun. Nobody's here. We got one guy in a really cool looking Ford GT. Look at the collar on that thing. I love the collar. Don't like the car, but I love the collar. I think the game moved me on it to a different lobby again. All right, he ran in the 10.5s. We might be in the 10.4 lobby right now. All right, Nox, I don't think you would want to race anybody for pink slips in this game due to down tuning. There would be so many people stealing people's cars with their BS tunes, honestly. Yeah, Thunder, I'm not really sure about that. I don't, as far as I can tell, I don't know. I mean, as far as I can tell, you want to run a standard shift pattern on those cars, but I guess I don't know for sure yet. I should probably message the guy from there and ask him. Don't know if he knows, but... yeah, maybe they do have some sort of a buff going, but I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, how do you get more than 100%? In real life, you cannot have more than 100% of something. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's throwing me off. 100% is the maximum you can have. So how are they getting like 106, 104? 107. That's weird. I don't get it. But there must be something. What's up, Black Phantom? How's your day going? Lord West, what do you mean by show car collection? Are you asking me to spend 12 hours to show you like 600 different cars? Because I don't think anybody would want to watch that. That would be a very long video. It could be some sort of a boost, but I don't know. I'm really not sure. I can make a video. Here's my tier 1 Ford Focus. Here's my tier 1 Mazda Miata. It would take like an hour just to show all the tier 1 cars. All right, here we go. That would be an extremely long video. Most of them aren't even upgraded though, so it would be a really long, really boring video. Why does everybody think my hair turned gray? My hair has never turned gray. I have black hair. Now my beard turned gray. Maybe you mean my beard hair. I got a gray beard. William D says, better to turn gray than to lose it. Yeah, that's true. I would rather have gray hair than no hair, but, you know. Most people have to deal with one or the other, or sometimes both. Sometimes you lose it all and it turns gray. Watch all the cars by yourself in the dealership. I don't know what lobby I'm in right now, but it's probably the 10.4 lobby. I'm thinking right now. I think I'm in 10.4. I believe that's where I'm at. This car has so many gears. You know, even when I try and slow down, this car still runs pretty fast. Oh, that was 11 something. Never mind. Dark Knight says, I prefer to call my hair silver because it sounds more classy. Well, you know, some people have silver hair and some people have gray hair. Some people have no hair. Some people have pink hair. Some people have blue hair. Some people have crazy hair. Some people have ugly hair. Some people have other types of hair. All right, I'll shut up. I will say though, the CC850 is pretty sweet. Thunder says, salt and pepper looks good on you. Well, I wouldn't know. I've never got to hang out with salt and pepper. Ooh, push it. I push it good. Ooh, I push it. I push it real good. Do you guys remember that song? Winpoo, yeah, you can easily beat the dyno on the CC850. Yeah, I would rather hang out with Salt and Pepper than the Spice Girls. I like Salt and Pepper. I don't really like the Spice Girls, so. I don't remember which ones were prettier, though. I know some of the Spice Girls were kind of cute. I don't remember what Salt and Pepper really looked like, though. It was so long ago. But I did not like the Spice Girls' music. Ah, did one of them die? Clay says, ripped a left eye. I guess one of the Salt and Pepper girls died, huh? I didn't know that. Legion, hello, hello. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing awesome today. Ah, Darker Knight finished Frankenstein. Sweet. That's amazing. But yeah, if you drive this thing really well, it'll definitely beat up the dyno by a little bit. All right, Clay is trying to be a Dr. Pepper, I think. That was when I was younger, man. I loved Dr. Pepper. Now, when I was a kid, I don't remember my parents ever buying soda pop, but I remember going to Florida to visit my grandma, and she had a whole refrigerator full of Dr. Pepper. Oh, man. I loved it so much as a kid. All right. I don't really remember as a kid. I don't remember my mom buying sugary drinks for us. Yeah, fusions for the Navara R is probably going to be a pain in the butt to get. I mean, if you got an event that's giving you free crates on a car that normally has paid crates, you always want to take advantage of it if you like the car enough. But it's always nice. I mean, some events give you paid crates, some events give you free crates. I don't know why they do that. I think all events should have key crates. I don't like the fact that you got to pay. I don't like the fact that you got to pay money to open crates. I think that stinks. But that's just my opinion. That's just my terrible opinion. Nobody cares about it. Everybody's like, man, your opinion sucks. But wait a second. No, it doesn't. What am I talking about? I don't know. I lost my train of thought again, so I just said something stupid. Oh, man. All right, we're going to go back out to the lobby after this one. All right, well, there's probably a couple of people in here wanting to race me, so. I'm just running ridiculously slow, so I'm sorry that I drive so slow. Anyways. Not today, thank you, buddy. I was running the car too fast, so. All right, there's really nobody in this lobby. All right, Thunder maxed out the Solas and got the fusions in the showdown. You're in the top 100. Nice. You can't complain about that. Huh. Darker Knight says the US Dr. Pepper tastes different than the Germany Dr. Pepper. Interesting. I wonder why that is. All right, this lobby is completely dead. I think we'll try and find a new one. I actually need to pee though. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick because I's got to pee. I pretty much always have to pee though. Like for some reason my bladder's always yelling at me. All right, be right back guys and girls. I will say though, the United States puts a lot of crap into our food. The stuff we eat and drink, a lot of it's banned in other countries. Like a lot of countries have outlawed the crap they put in our food and drinks, which is more than likely why it's different, I'm guessing. But they put so much horrible stuff in our food. I think they're like, seriously, I think the food companies and the big pharma companies are tied in together and they're trying to poison us to make us sick so we have to buy all their medicine all the time or something. I've heard some theories about that, and honestly, I would not be surprised. All right, I'm back. Yeah, a lot of people think that the pharmaceutical companies own the food companies as well. I don't know if that's true, but it makes you wonder. I always wonder about stuff like that. Is there a live race set up for the Navera R? Winpoo? I don't know, buddy. I don't remember. I probably have a video that goes over the original one, but I haven't got a... I think the content account just got updated, so I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Unfortunately, there was I don't know, a couple of weeks where it needed an update, so I'm really behind on looking at those cars. It's hard to catch up once you get behind on this game because there's a million new things constantly. They're just dropping new stuff like thing after thing after thing. It just never stops. Legion says organic is fake too. I've heard that. I've heard a lot, just because the label says organic doesn't necessarily mean what you think it does. But supposedly, if it doesn't, like, let's just say you're buying grass-fed beef, it has to say 100% grass-fed, or it's not truly grass-fed. But I've been buying a lot of ground turkey as it's cheap. Ground turkey and ground pork is really cheap compared to anything else. And there's no other ingredients in it. The stuff I get, 0 ingredients. Then I add avocados to it. I add vegetables to it. Pepper jack cheese. And eggs. I'm trying to eat stuff. I'm trying to eat really low sugar, really low carbs, and I'm trying to eat things that don't have a million ingredients in them. Tommy, what Lotus are you trying to tune, buddy? What are you trying to tune it for? Alright, where's all the people at? This is not a wonderful thing. I mean, not all cars have good tunes for things, right? It depends on what you're trying to do with it. For example, if you're trying to tune something for live racing, not all cars have live racing tunes. Max says, I need to adjust the dyno. Well, there's not today again. Yeah, I don't like how phones change your words. That drives me crazy too. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Darker Knight said, I've been having problems for weeks entering live racing. I haven't really had any problems. I do notice the live racing lobbies are not as full as they used to be. Dar says, my family's making chicken and rice. I used to eat a lot of rice, but I think it flares up my autoimmune disease. Yeah, Legion, I did not do well on that showdown. My car, I didn't have any stage 6 parts, so my car was really slow. I think I was running like 8.4s or 8.5s, and I didn't even stand a chance. Cow dungeons. I've been to one of those. That's where we put the cows that are misbehaving. Alright, William just keeps getting disconnects, huh? Gotta love it. Thunder Monkey says, just max out the Solus. If you want to spend 500 bucks on crates, you could max out the Solus. That's the problem. Alright, Legion said he got it in 500 races. I don't know how many races I did, but I don't think I ever broke 1,000 trophies. I bet I got at least 300 races into it. Alright, Thunder said it didn't cost that much, maybe 50 bucks. I guess that wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I've never actually purchased paid crates. Oh man, 30 disconnects out of 50 live races. That would be awesome. Awful. Awesome. That would be awful. That would be super awful. Yeah, McLaren Fusions are easy to get, but the Stage 6 parts are a pain in the butt. Great swaps, great swaps. No, I've never paid for a paid crate. There's Max. Max, what are you driving there? Is that the Speed Racer car? Go, Speed Racer, go! Wimpoo says, why is it so hard to find components in live racing now? I don't think there is as many people live racing as there used to be. All right, here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Dylan, yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you. Thunder says there's a lot of people in the F1. Depends on what lobby. I mean, the F1 is everybody has it. Not everybody, but most people who have been playing for a while have it, and it earns a huge amount of respect points. So it's very popular. Tommy, oh, you're trying to tune the Solus GT. I'm not really sure what you're trying to do with it, but there's definitely some videos on YouTube on how to tune it for, you know, maybe a few different things, but that car is a beast. It does have a low upgrade setup for live racing, and it's also really fast if you max it out. But, you know, I mean, when you're trying to do something like a showdown, you gotta have the car maxed out or close to it to do well on the showdown. If you're low on parts and you're trying to do a showdown, you're gonna get stomped no matter what you do. Alright, Darth has given up on the free F1. I'll tell you what, the way the game is currently set up, when you got the Elite Tuners events, the Elite Customs cars, the Legends cars, like all these cars that take Elite tokens, it's a nightmare to try and get all of this stuff done. It really is. But you know, I mean, basically, when you're setting up a car, I mean, you can tune for top speed, you can tune for acceleration, you can tune for crossing the finish line quickly. You can often set the cars up for live racing. And then you also need to really tune the car according to the parts you currently have installed on it as well. I mean, there's kind of a lot that goes into tuning on some cars. Now, a lot of the newer cars are pretty straightforward for a regular tune. Oh, Max, that's okay, my man. It's alright. I'll survive. But what you're tuning for does play a big part in it, and how many parts you have installed on some cars makes a big difference in the tune. Yeah, Black, there is definitely not enough elite tokens available. How many cars do we have in the game that take elite tokens? I bet there's like probably like 30 or 40, maybe 50 or 60, I don't know. I mean, they basically got it set up to, if you're not spending a huge amount of money, you're going to struggle big time to get those tokens. I mean, it's kind of set up, they want you buying things, right? These games are owned by a business, and every business has one goal, which is make money. So they do try to sell you things. It's not just this game. Games want you to buy stuff. Do I have a Shelby Daytona coupe yet? Shelby Daytona. I don't think so. Melon says, don't delete crappy cars. Yeah. If you're running the elite license, you definitely want to use really good live racing cars. At least for tier 4 and tier 5. Oh, it was my turn. I'm bad at remembering. Oh, the prize car for the Legends Revival. Nope. So far, I think I've only restored 2 of the Legends Revival cars. I don't care about it. Honestly, it's just a thing to really... The way it's set up, it's really just a money grab. The way they got Legends Revival set up. They force start the event and they put a timer on it. Wenpoo says, I got a question. How do you guys finish the elite upgrade tasks? That's one of those deals where you have to have cars. I mean, honestly, I don't mess with those ones. Some of those things, you kind of just got to skip it if you don't have cars or tokens, you know? If the race pass things want me to use a bunch of my game resources, I normally just ignore those ones. Alright, so Dark's trying to win the Ramek with the Fenrir. Yeah, man, that's not going to be an easy task, I would say. That's going to be a huge old pain in the butt. I love this game, but I'll tell you what, some things are just impossible to do, or they're going to take you years to do if you're not rich. So you got to have a massive wallet or be extremely patient. Sometimes you got to do both, you know. Big wallets and extreme patience. Those are the things you need for this game. All right, Dark wants to know, is CSR2 or CSR3? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of time to play CSR3, so I've got very little time into it so far. I mean, there's definitely some stuff I like in it, but I'm much more familiar with this game. I mean, I know how most of the things in this game work. I still know very little about CSR3 because I just don't have much time to play it. So I don't really have an answer for that at the moment. If I got to spend an hour a day playing that game over the next 6 months or something, you know, I'd probably have everything figured out, but Winpoo says, I don't have enough green tokens, but I have full yellow. That's not a bad problem to have because the greens are not that hard to get. I rack up a lot of green tokens and I rack up a lot of blues, but the pink ones take forever and the yellow ones are pretty hard to get as well. I mean, the good news is you don't need as many yellow ones, but still. I'd be happy if my inventory was completely full of golds. Yeah, red's usually what I'm out of, though. Normally when I'm stuck, it's because I need more red ones. Now, if I get stuck on greens or blues, no big deal. In a couple weeks, I'll have enough. But if I'm stuck on one of the other ones, then, man, that's no good. I mean, CSR3 seems cool. It's just very different. Very different. Like, I don't know how hard it's going to be for your regular person to get new cars and stuff like that, but... Alright, I'm out of gas. Melon, what about you don't build cars? That's why you got tons of greens and blues. I don't know what you mean, my man. William D says, does anybody feel like a rat in a maze with no way out of this game? I think I'm out of greens and blues right now, Melon. My 86 took them all. It ate up all my tokens, man. Alright, we're racing Slowpoke. I just realized me and Max disconnected. Max, good swaps, man. I am hungry. All right, Darth has 22,000 green. That's pretty good. 103 yellow. Max says, let me at Slowpoke. Melon, why'd you say not to race him? Alright, I guess we disconnected. Thunder maxed out the GR86 about 5 days ago. Nice, man. No, he often does swap, actually. Like that other race he won, I mean, he does slow down, but not as much as other people. He tried to let me win that one. I ran too slow, I guess, but. All right, this lobby is filling up with people here. I'm going to race this 86. Oh, that one's all stock. He's got 3 stars on it, but no body kits. All right, let's go see what we got. Sorry, Mr. 86. But yeah, what I don't like is Legends. I don't like Legends. I don't like Legends Revival. I just can't get into it. William, do you think the bots pretend to be people? I don't know, man. Ice cold. All right, let's do it to it. Yeah, I hate that they keep adding Legends as well. I'm too lazy to run the events to restore the cars. That's my whole issue with Legends from day one, is I can't stand restoring cars. I don't know why, but I hate it. Darth wants to know, is it worth buying anything from the event hub? What, the Elite Tuners one? I mean, bottom line is there's a lot of nice stuff in there. Thing is, once you buy it all, though, it all goes away. It doesn't restock, so. It's kind of personal preference what you do in the event shop, actually. I mean, there's a couple of different ways you can do that, but. What's up, Pavel? Yeah, my day's going pretty good, buddy. Hope yours is awesome as well. And you're welcome. I thought Collections was going to be a little bit better than it is. I mean, Collections is cool, but it's just another thing to really try and get you to spend your resources. I mean, the majority of Collections tasks, to complete the task for each car, you got to have a lot of them maxed out, and most of them have paid crates, so it's just another thing to try and get you to buy paid crates is what it is. So honestly, I don't really pay much attention to collections. I mean, nobody can afford to do that unless they're freaking a bazillionaire. There's some things I like about collections, and there's a lot of things I dislike about it. But there are some good things. I mean, I can't complain about it, but I can't say it's wonderful either. There's a few awesome things about collections and a lot of not awesome things. I mean, you can get some pretty cool cars somewhat easily out of collections, which is nice. But you're not going to be able to do all of the tasks. Yeah, Melon made a new collections list. I'll be making a video on that here pretty soon. But I love and hate collections at the same time. I don't hate it, but it's not really, I don't know. It's not one of my favorite things about the game. Fire says, I don't buy unless I want it. William D says, even if you get a Roush Mustang from collections, you can't get stage 6. Yeah, that's the hard part, but there are some cool cars in there. They make a lot of things really hard to do in this game. I mean, I don't mind, but thing is, I mean, your average player can sit there and live race. You can do the daily races, you can do live racing, and you can do showdowns all day long. I mean, you could spend an hour, you could spend a couple of hours or even a few hours a day just doing that stuff. All right, William D. I just avoid those type of places in general. I just don't go to those places. Not my type of thing. I definitely wouldn't pay for that type of thing, I'll tell you that right now. No, thank you. I have better things to spend money on than that. All right, let's race this guy. Popping bubbles? I wouldn't enjoy popping bubbles. To me, that does not sound fun. I'd rather not pop bubbles. Darth says the only car I was happy to buy was the Goshina. Why? For the charity thing? I mean, that is kind of nice. Every once in a while, they do have a charity car to help kids out, which is pretty sweet. I think that's really cool. Stuff like that's kind of awesome. Candy Crush? I don't think I've ever played Candy Crush. It looks very boring to me. Stacks has purchased all of the Gosh cars. That's very nice of you, Stacks. I used to know a guy who worked at St. Jude. Kind of interesting. I mean, it's terrible that bad stuff have to happen to people, especially kids, but unfortunately, life is rough. So many bad things happen to people. It's awful. Why can't people be like problem free? Unfortunately, humans are poorly made. We have so many issues and problems. It's awful. Why can't we be like Superman, the Man of Steel, you know? Just tough as nails, nothing hurts us. We're very squishy people. Humans are squishy. Very squishy, guys. If people were problem free, how could Disney sell you the fantasy? I don't know. Disney doesn't really sell me any fantasies. I don't know what you're referring to, but what is Disney selling us? I don't get it. I don't get it. Mickey Mouse? Dara says, human life is very fragile. It is. Oh, man. William D says, humans are sacks of mostly water from Star Trek. Star Trek, eh? I'll tell you what, my dad used to love the Star Trek shows. I never got into them. Not really my thing. Some people love Star Trek, but yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. No, no. Alright, Darker Knight says, people are stupid, just watch the news. I'll tell you what, I don't trust half the stuff the news tells me, but there are a lot of stories on the news where people do a lot of really dumb things. Like a lot of really dumb things. So not only are people fragile, but they're also crazy. And a lot of them are dumb. Not all people are dumb, but a lot of people are really dumb. I'm sure we all do dumb things here and there, but man, some people are just like above and beyond dumb. What's up, Crazy Raids? How you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. Honestly, though, people should do things to help each other. Like, one of the biggest problems I think we have as a world is there's way too much focus on one country being on top or this country being on top, and way too much focus on spending money for missiles and bombs and guns and junk to blow each other up. I mean, I guess, a country, people need to be able to defend themselves, but if they could put that kind of effort into making things good, life would be very different. That's the problem. But, what can you do? I think there's a very small group of evil people who somehow make the big decisions, and it affects the entire world in a very negative way. And somehow this small group of people is able to get away with that crap. It's awful. I don't know. Things aren't the way they're supposed to be. That's the way I see it. Things are not supposed to be the way they are. The Conspiracy of the 33. William D., I've never heard of that. Conspiracy of the 33. I don't know what that is. Alright, I gotta pee again. I gotta pee really bad, so after this race, I gotta take a break. Unfortunately, with the autoimmune disease, man, when I gotta pee, I gotta pee. I can't hold it. I'll pee in my pants. That won't be very good for anybody. Well, some of you guys might enjoy that, but I wouldn't. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm sorry, Stacks, thank you so much, but I'd rather not pee in my pants, so I shall return. I don't want to pee in my pantalones. I think one of my problems is I really do drink an excessive amount of coffee in the mornings. I drink way too much coffee. All right. Wimpoo says, I would be stressed when I drink too much coffee. I don't know. I mean, I guess your body gets used to it, but... So I've got a... What is it? A little... I ended up getting a little 5-cup coffee maker. I usually have 5 cups. And then I re-brew it again for another 5. So I guess I have 10 cups of coffee in the morning. Yeah, every morning I have 10 cups of coffee. Now the second time I brew it though, I just reuse the same coffee grounds. Darker Knight says, if I rule the world, Schwarzenegger's Conan would be the greatest movie ever again. Say what? Joanne says, coffee in the morning is my drug. Yeah, you know, my problem is I don't know, I'm very addicted to the caffeine, I guess. For some reason, I love my caffeine. I'll tell you what, I haven't seen Conan the Barbarian in probably like 30 years. I think the last time I saw that, I was actually a kid. Alright, William D says, I fill up a 4-cup maker with the smallest amount of water. Some of the grounds don't get wet. William D, what kind of coffee are you making, sir? If the grounds aren't getting wet, I think that means you're wasting them. Melon says, we all are, that's why Starbucks makes millions. Yeah, you know, you're probably right about that. I don't really go get coffee at places like Starbucks, though. Honestly, I don't really think, for the most part, coffee's coffee. Some people say like, oh, Starbucks is the best, Dunkin' Donuts is the best. To me, it's all the same thing. I don't really find any brand that much better than the others. I mean, they all taste a little different, but they all taste kind of the same. All right, we gotta. I think the game froze, guys. Hazelnut. Yeah, I stay away from flavoring though. I don't do flavored coffees. I don't do creamers or any of that stuff. All right, we have a problem. Alright, CK Wong broke my game. William D says the different taste is from the roast. Yeah, I don't really know how that works, but... I don't really find... I mean, I did really like the Jackass... Not Jackass, the... Kick-Ass coffee. The Kick-Ass coffee was pretty good. That's the only time I've ever had a cup of coffee where I was like, wow, this is actually really good. So, Kicking Mule Coffee Company makes a blend called Kick-Ass. It's a dark roast. That is good. That is good. But it's not worth paying the extra money for it, in my opinion. I can go down to the grocery store and buy some Folgers, and it works just as well for me. Somehow I changed cars. Dang you, Wong. Yeah, Wong got us, actually. Alright, a blonde roast? What is a blonde roast? Alright, I gotta do that supply cup later. See, look at this. This auto started on me. Like, that just showed up on my map and it didn't even tell me. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing that makes me mad. That just starts and, you know, it's like, why would that just show up on your map? I'm still dealing with this crap. Because I don't want to do that crap. I hate Legends. I hate Legends. What do you mean my ignorance is bliss? I guess you're saying I'm an idiot. I'm an ignorant, dumb ignoramus. Is that what you're saying? Thanks a lot, man. Oh no! Wong, don't break my game again, dude. Hey, it worked this time. Alright. Sorry, Mr. Wong, but who likes blue-haired people? What do you talk about on day 2? Me? Oh man, I gave up dating a long time ago. Being in a relationship is a turd taco most of the time. Oh man, I haven't been on a date in years. Alright. This game is broken. Dear game, what are you doing? Let me see if I can get him. I do like that TT all blacked out. That does look really nice. All right. I think back when I was growing up, people that dyed their hair blue were completely different from the people who dye their hair blue these days. It's like a completely different type of people who dye their hair colors now. It's kind of weird. How much game cash did I save in a month, kind of? Oh, I have no idea. I spend it, man. I'm down on game cash because I've upgraded several cars. At least partially upgraded several cars recently. I just spend all my resources. Darth says, I like when they give you 50 races to do. It's a way of getting loads of game. Yeah, you know, if you've got the time to sit there and race all day long, you can get a lot of game cash out of some of those things. If you got the time to spend on the game and you can do everything on the map, that does add up to a nice amount of game cash. What's up, Casper? How you doing today? What's up, Peter? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? I hope everything is going awesome. Alright, Crazy found Zork. Awesome. I don't know how many. I would say probably 80% of my cars are not upgraded in this game. I mean, I got like 600 cars. I don't know how many billion game cash that would cost to upgrade them all to stage 5. It would be impossible. It would be like super duper impossible to do all that. You'd have to play the game for like 34 hours in a 24-hour period every day to earn that much game cash. Yeah, William D says 600 cars, 7 million per car, 420 million game cash. Are you sure? 420 million? Are you sure it's more not like 420 billion? Joanne says, holy turd tacos. I feel like it would take more than that. How many cars can I upgrade with my current amount of money? I don't know. Probably a lot. Infinite good races, buddy. Oh, I'm out of I'm most of ammo. I'm out of gas again. All right. Oh. Modest Zombie of STE. All right. Ooh, look at that car. Hey, man, I wanted to race that car. I wanted to race it. Yeah, we gotta reload to get the zombies. Ooh, man. Why am I always so tired? It's awful. Alright, we gotta fight the zombie now. Alright, who's gonna win, me or the zombie? Probably me. I hope. Let's find out. Get away, zombie car. No, come back. Oh, wait. Nope, goodbye. Goodbye, zombie car. Goodbye, goodbye. Alright, Darker Knight says 600 million game cash invested into 120 garages of cars. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure it would take like 100 bazillion. 100 bazillion game cash. Alright, William D's always singing some songs from the 90s. Zombie, zombie, hey, hey, hey. If my throat wasn't always so sore, I would actually sing for once. That just hurts my throat more. William D says, better than the crap nowadays. Come on, man. You know you like some Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber. You like the Beeve, right? Justin Bieber. Alright, Joanne's got 65 garages. That would be way better than like 399 million garages. William D. Taylor Swift writes songs about you too? Alright, gotcha. Yeah, she's always writing songs about relationships. She has to pay me royalties. XRL, what's up, buddy? He put the KTM in the 4th parking space. Do you still want to complete the activity? I do not understand. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about there, and I do not understand. Joanne says I strip around 5 cars every crate. So every time you open a crate, you strip 5 cars? Doesn't the crate only give you 1? Yeah, the Expo is a pretty interesting car. Alright, William Deese is a 35-year-old billionaire who is engaged to a pro football player that writes songs catered to a 14-year-old girl. I mean, basically, if you're an artist, I guess you would write songs that make you the money. If songs catered to 14-year-old girls are paying the bills, then hey, I guess that's the way to do it to it. I do like that one song Taylor Swift has, like Welcome to New York or something like that. Welcome to New York. Welcome to... I don't know the words to it, but that's about the only Taylor Swift song I like. And then she did a cover of Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart. Who is that, Wham or something? She did a good cover of that Wham song. Crazy, yeah. Unfortunately, gold crates, silver crates, they're all out to get you. All the crates are out to get you. It's a bummer, but... Oh man, I've got a heck of a headache. Alright, we only got a couple more minutes left on this stream. I'm telling you, the last several weeks, talking for 2 hours is just killing my throat. I think I need to get back to my doctor again because my lungs are hurting again and my throat's super sore. Last time he's like, oh, you're not sick, it's your autoimmune disorder. And then he gave me prednisone and I felt better, but... But it's probably the same crap again, would be my guess. Stacks, thank you, buddy. It could just be sinuses this time, I'm not sure, but... I do have terrible sinuses. See what I mean? Oh. I need to find something. There's got to be like a miracle cure for sinuses out there. Whatever it is, I haven't found it yet. There's got to be something out there that works. I mean, I can take Mucinex or something like that, and that definitely helps, but none of it makes it better. There's got to be something. Has anybody found like a, zinc? What does zinc do for sinuses? I haven't heard that was linked to fixing your sinuses, but I'm going to look into it. I don't think I take any zinc. But yeah, I've had bad sinuses ever since I was a kid, but they get much worse from time to time. Yay, free cars for the car I'm too lazy to restore. Or free parts. I like free parts though, nonetheless. Problem with Datsun is it's not a brand that you can get parts for easily. Even though it's a really cool deal. Darker Knight says gold keys lost importance throughout the years. Thing is, you can get some really nice cars with gold keys sometimes. Yeah, I've heard zinc's good for when you're sick. But when you have chronic sinus problems, even when you're not sick though. Doesn't like that Airborne or whatever have a bunch of zinc in it? Alright guys and gals. William D says zinc to speed up a cold. I'm gonna get on, you know, I'm gonna get on some of those AI programs later, like Grok and Chat GTP and all that junk, and ask them like if there's a miracle cure for sinuses. maybe they'll figure something out. That would be great. William D says Airborne is zinc and magnesium. Is that really all there is in it? I don't know. I do take magnesium sometimes. Probably not as much as I should. Joanne says yes, with D vitamins and magnesium. Stacks, yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate all of you guys, actually. That's pretty much it for our stream time, however. I do want to say thank you all for coming out. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. I wonder if I can change that. No. I'm looking at something on the streaming software here. Can I make the text bigger? There's got to be a way to do that, right? There's probably a way to do it. The text is always so small it's hard to read. Anyways, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. Max, thanks, buddy. Thank you for coming out. Melon says, see you on Friday. Yeah, I should probably be here on Friday. Margaritas? I don't think that's going to fix sinus problems. I don't think alcohol is the answer. I try and stay away from that stuff. Crazy, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming out. Noah, you too. Hope you guys all have a great new year, and I hope you guys all had a great holiday. But no, I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching the streams and the videos and everything else. You guys and gals are amazing. Thank you for being here, but I think that's pretty much it for the day. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. It's breakfast time, and then I'm actually gonna look up some remedies for sinus, because you know what? Maybe with those dumb AI programs that can search 1 million websites in 10 seconds, maybe they'll give me some better ideas. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. You're all amazing, lightning out, and we will catch you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.